General Kenobi.
Welcome back to another stop motion review where I nitpick all of your favorite stop motions. So there you go. I'm going to tone it down on nitpicking, guys, so don't worry. But yeah, so today we are reviewing Aqua Studios Spiderman Episode 4. You know my thoughts on the other episodes. Episode 1 was it was very not good. I'm trying to be nice, but yeah, it wasn't good. Episode 2 might have been worse because of the plot and everything he tried to fit in there in such a small amount of time. Episode 3 was a big improvement, but it still suffered a lot of the same issues as the first 2 episodes, and it was the shortest one, and yeah, it was way too short. Yeah, but I've been seeing a lot of improvement lately for Aqua, and I was pretty excited for this and looking forward to it. And yeah, let's just get into my reviews, starting off with the cons, then go to the pros, then review score. You know how this works by now. So my first con is Venom's voice. My goodness. This was not... I didn't mention this in episode 3 review, but Venom's voice is not good. It just doesn't sound like a monster or anything. It's really weird. It has like some weird voice changer that makes it deeper, but it sounds really weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just not good. And the effect of Venom breaking into Oscorp, I like the glass breaking, which I'll mention later, but when he slides up through the window, that looked it looked pretty awkward and a little out of place. And I mean, if he built some cool sets, you know, you have outside the building, then Venom actually breaks through a window, and then boom, you have that. But it is what it is. Some movements were a little awkward in the fight, and there was another little weird thing where Spider-Man was supposed to go through a building, but he went to the building and then boom, teleports right out. So he could have done something cool where he cuts a hole in the box and Spider-Man actually goes through the box and then out, and you can kind of see that, and it looks a lot better. The plot was pretty fast. There's still quite a bit being fit into just like 4.5 minutes of actual animation. Like the actual video is 6.5 minutes, but when you take out intro and credits, it's only about 4.5 minutes, which is pretty disappointing. I was hoping for this to be longer, like 8 to 10 minutes. But yeah, so the plot was fast. I don't think the actual plot was that bad. It's just it went pretty fast. So yeah, just work on making the scenes longer. Don't have them drag on or anything. Just make them longer so that things don't feel so fast, because it felt like it was like 2 minutes or something when I was in the Discord with everyone watching it. When Eddie defeated the symbiote, I guess you can call it that, it was pretty abrupt. It's just like, oh, I'm deciding not to be Venom anymore. When, I don't know, I guess I could have just gone on longer or something, or have him struggle more with it, because it's like, no, this isn't me, and then immediately turns back into Eddie Brock. So I feel like that could have been handled better. And then the sets, there were some good props, I'd say, that made the sets a lot more interesting, because this is a thing that's wrong with my sets, is I don't have many props. It's just kind of the box, or just kind of that set kind of thing or whatever, with no props. So that's a big thing I need to improve on, and Aqua had some good props in here. But then the background is usually just his wall, and that's about it. So I feel like you should start painting stuff and really like making actual like more detailed sets, I guess. But they have improved a lot more, so that's a good thing. The stands could be erased in some angles. Sometimes stands can be really hard to erase in some angles, but when you plan ahead that you're going to erase the stand, you can get it at an angle where it looks like a good shot and you can erase the stand. So make sure you keep that in mind. Sometimes it's just impossible to erase it, so I get that, but a lot of the time you can erase it. There were some, okay, this is a nitpick, but there was a lot of shadows in one little scene, whatever, where you can tell like there's a lot of shadows, I guess, in frames, and that didn't look good. But it is a small thing, so whatever. In the scene with the thugs in the hallway thing, So Spider-Man, he destroys the one little box thing or whatever, and he jumps in, and the thugs disappeared. So I don't know if it was supposed to be like in another room or whatever it was supposed to be, because it's the same set and the thugs just disappear. So that's something I noticed on my second watch. So just, yeah, just have more continuity, I guess if you can call it that, in between shots. All right, that's pretty much it for the cons. Nothing is too bad. Just kind of the big things to take away is just the scenes. Just the whole thing needs to be longer so you can fit more development and stuff into this episode, and just keep just working on getting the animation better, making more detailed sets, and getting some of those stands out of there. But yeah, so best episode yet. Let's get into the pros. So the animation was pretty smooth. Smoothest so far. I mean, it was really fluid, and that's about it. The fighting. I really like the fight scenes. They were just pretty exciting, pretty dynamic, and I like them. And that's about it. Some creative choreography at times, and yeah, that's all there is to say. I like the attempts of getting Eddie Brock's character better. This is what I've been wanting. An episode of just Peter and Venom and having their little dynamic role. That's what I said. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last episode. And we got that. It's just too bad it was a little bit shorter, but I gotta shut up about cons and just talk about pros. And yeah, so Eddie's character was developed a lot more. It was just more focused basically, and I like that. And he was the only villain. This is the first episode with only one villain, which is epic. Very great. Finally, we don't have like 5 villains shoved into an episode. So great job, Aqua. And also Cyber, because he wrote the script. So good work on that. And like I said, the episode, a lot more focused than the others, because like I said, there's so many stuff when he's writing the script, there's so much stuff he tries to cram into just like 5 minutes. And in this one, it was a lot more focused. So, yeah. The sound effects were pretty good. Not much to say. They were timed right for the most part. And, yeah, just pretty good. The camera quality, I noticed in like the second half of the episode, kind of, the camera quality looked a lot better, which was nice. Because in the first half, it was kind of meh. But in the second half of the film, it was so much better. And it was... in some shots, it looked pretty crisp and clear, honestly. So, good job on that. I don't know, was that like the lighting or just you focusing it in more? But, yeah. Alright, so I'm back now. So voice acting was pretty good, besides Venom, obviously. But all the other impressions were pretty decent, and they were just alright, not bad at all. The PNG boxes... At first, I didn't really like them, but as I rewatched it, they don't look bad at all. They're pretty good for just having little PNG images inserted there, and they don't show up for long enough, so you don't really notice them. But yeah, so they were done well. I really like the zoom out thing he did, where it was like really zoomed in, and then we zoom out to see the whole shot of like that hallway thing with the thugs. So that was really cool. And then the broken glass effects were really good too. So, yeah. And that's about it for pros. This was a really good episode, honestly. He's improved a lot. And for my rating, it is going to be a 65%, but for enjoyment, it would probably be like a 70 or 7 out of 10, whatever. Whatever you want to say, I'd like just doing percentage, but yeah, so... The rating is 65%, and my enjoyment was a 70, if that makes sense. But yeah, so great episode, honestly. It was very enjoyable, very fun. Some things to improve on, but yeah, great job. You're improving a lot, and just keep going. So that's it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave more requests to review it. I'm only going to be reviewing newer animations, not older ones, so keep that in mind. And I'm not really going to review like more beginners animations, because I think that's a little unfair for like people who are just kind of starting. I want to review people who are more experienced. So just keep that in mind when you're requesting for your animation to be reviewed. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out. Bye.